When medications quietly interfere with rest, what's in your cabinet matters. Sometimes, the reason sleep feels harder to hold on to isn't stress, age, or routine. It may be something much closer, a bottle in your cabinet, meant to support your health, that's unexpectedly affecting your ability to rest. As the body changes with time, it also responds to medications differently. The way we process and respond to ingredients, even familiar ones, can shift. What once worked smoothly during younger years may now stay active longer or interact differently with nighttime rhythms. You might take something early in the day, not realizing its effects are still present hours later, or you may take something in the evening, not knowing it could be nudging your system out of deep sleep. At Silver Health Talk, we've often seen that rest challenges in later years sometimes connect not just to lifestyle, but to what's on the shelf beside the bed. Let's take a closer look at a few examples. Some medications for circulation and blood pressure, especially those that support fluid balance, may lead to more nighttime bathroom trips, especially if taken late in the day. Anti-inflammatory medications, including those used for joint comfort, may bring on a sense of internal alertness or restlessness at night for certain individuals. Some mood-related medications may influence dream patterns or alter the timing of deeper sleep phases. This doesn't happen to everyone, but it's something to be aware of. Common allergy or cold remedies, particularly those with ingredients that promote alertness or dryness, may also change how the brain settles at night. Even when labeled as nighttime or PM, their effects don't always match natural sleep cycles. And even everyday supplements such as B12, certain herbs, or extracts often found in energy blends can sometimes affect nighttime calm if taken too late in the day. So what can you do? Start by gathering everything you take from prescriptions to vitamins and sharing it with your healthcare provider or pharmacist. Be sure to include the time of day you take each one. Sometimes, a small shift in schedule is all it takes to restore better sleep. Ask whether anything in your current routine could be influencing your sleep rhythm. It's not about eliminating helpful tools, it's about finding the right time, the right combination, and the right balance for your body today. And most importantly, be kind to yourself. Rest is not just about what we do. It's about understanding what might be quietly getting in the way. Awareness is the first step toward clarity. In our next part, we'll explore how daytime habits, including movement, light, and evening pacing, play a surprisingly strong role in shaping how peacefully we sleep at night. The day shapes the night. How lifestyle habits sabotage or support sleep. Sleep doesn't start when your head hits the pillow. It starts long before that, in the decisions you make hour by hour. From the moment you wake, every sip, every step, every bit of light, sound, or stillness leaves an imprint on your nervous system. And by the time night arrives, your body simply follows the cues it's been given all day. Let's begin with the most overlooked culprit, inactivity. As we age, movement can become more difficult and for many, less frequent. But the human body was designed for motion. Without it, the energy your body builds up has nowhere to go. That restlessness becomes tension, and that tension becomes resistance to sleep. Gentle daily activity, walking, stretching, light chores, or dancing in your kitchen can help regulate your circadian rhythm. When you move during the day, you signal to your body that it should rest when night comes. Without that contrast, your sleep signals get confused. Next, consider your exposure to light. Our brains are wired to respond to natural light cycles. Morning sun exposure helps set your internal clock, boosting daytime alertness and prompting melatonin release later in the evening. But artificial lights, especially blue light from screens, send the opposite message. They trick the brain into thinking it's still daytime, delaying the release of sleep hormones. That means your evening screen time, TV, tablet, phone, may be quietly pushing your sleep cycle later and shallower. If screens are a non-negotiable part of your routine, consider blue light filters or screen dimming settings after sunset. Or better yet, transition to soft lamps and analog activities like reading, puzzles, or gentle conversation. Now, think about your diet. Heavy meals close to bedtime force your digestive system to keep working. which can delay sleep or make it lighter. Caffeine, of course, is a major sleep disruptor, but it's not just in coffee. You'll find it in tea, chocolate, certain medications, and even decaf products, which can contain trace amounts. For older adults, caffeine sensitivity can last much longer, up to 12 hours in some cases. And don't overlook alcohol. While it may help you fall asleep faster, it reduces REM sleep and increases the likelihood of waking in the second half of the night. That drowsy glass of wine at dinner might actually be setting you up for a restless AM. Lastly, take a look at your evening pace. Rushing through the day, then crashing into bed with no transition, sends mixed signals to your nervous system. Establishing a slow, reliable wind-down routine, maybe 30 minutes to an hour, helps cue your body that sleep is near. At Silver Health Talk, we remind our viewers, sleep hygiene isn't a punishment or a list of rules. It's a form of self-respect, a way of honoring the rhythm your body truly needs now. Loneliness after dark. How isolation affects sleep quality. There's a silence that lives beyond noise. Not the gentle quiet of evening, but a deeper stillness, the kind that comes when you haven't heard your name spoken aloud all day, when no one asks how you're feeling, when the rooms of your home echo with the absence of conversation. This kind of isolation, emotional, social, and visible, is more than just a feeling. It's a biological disruptor, and for adults over 60, it's one of the most underestimated causes of poor sleep. Humans are wired for connection. It's in our DNA. We are pack animals by nature, not just emotionally, but physiologically. When we feel connected, safe, and acknowledged, our bodies relax, our nervous system settle, our minds release the hypervigilance that builds quietly throughout the day. But when that connection is missing, the body doesn't rest in the same way. Even if you're physically alone, your brain remains alert, scanning, listening, waiting. And so, instead of sinking into deep sleep, you stay on the surface, hovering between awareness and exhaustion. At Silver Health Talk, we've seen how this affects thousands of older adults, especially those who've lost a spouse, live far from family, or are navigating the slower pace of retirement without strong social ties. Loneliness can mimic anxiety. It can raise cortisol levels, increase nighttime wake-ups, and even trigger symptoms of depression, all of which disrupt natural sleep rhythms. So what can be done? First, understand this. Connection doesn't always mean a crowded room. Sometimes it's a daily phone call, a pet who curls up by your side, a letter sent or received, a short walk with a neighbor, even a few words are spoken. These small points of contact tell the brain, I am still part of the world. I still belong. If you have access to technology, use it to nurture consistency. A weekly video chat with family, a message to a friend, online communities for shared interests or experiences. Even hearing a friendly voice can calm the nervous system more than silence ever could. And if mobility is limited, consider audio companionship. Listening to podcasts, radio, or narrated books can create a sense of presence, someone speaking into the quiet. Even the tone of a voice matters. That's why we at Silver Health Talk always speak to you calmly, warmly, without rush. Because sound itself can restore connection. Sleep improves when the heart feels heard. And you deserve to be heard. In our next part, we'll explore how room design, temperature, sound, and light all play a role in shaping your sleep environment, and how to craft a bedroom that invites true rest.